there. Today I was out there hustling. I was like, they was telling me the same thing. It's like I hadn't heard of them until it was on social media.
Right.
And I'm like, that's crazy. You don't hear about these niggas until they die, man.
Yep. That's
fucked up. Yep. I know I'm not on, but I don't want to die for a motherfucker to have to hear.
They say you nobody to somebody.
Gotta kill you. That shit is real. You nobody for somebody to kill.
Catch me if you can.
Catch me, stars, baby.
Lady on the freeway. Catch me if you can. Lady on the freeway. Catch me if you can.
Come on,
Lady on the freeway. Catch me if you can.
yeah, stars, nigga. Yeah.
If you wanna roll with me,
Then here's your chance. The fans question that, got left again. Cause I was on the owl making thousands like dressing it. Your housing's great when you got 8 to section and hustling out late. I was just setting the precedent. I can show you how to get papes. Neef the beefcake, that's not Brutus. You ain't the only one who got shooters. I got a Clay Thompson and the cow core of my style's more original. Be a leader, you say pops. Wish you was freer. We land on state prop. Cold sweats, hoping you can make the shake stop. They like Caesars. Who am I to say it's not? And I'm like Caesar. Slide through like swipe visas when it's beef. Growing up, Neef was told.
I ran into this brother right here on my way back and forth, picking my girl up to and from work. This man right here defies hustle. When I say it's 90 degree, 100 degree weather and he out there getting them CDs off, he out there getting them fucking CDs off. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's done. We got a lot of social media, we got a lot of Instagram and fucking SoundCloud and shit like that, but you ain't gonna find too many people out here passing their shit out personally, hand to hand like that, and I definitely commend them for that. My man's Messenger Neef.
Yeah.
Tell him who you are, where you from, my dude.
Okay. Well, you just gave him the heads up on Messenger Neef.
Okay.
From L-Town out west.
Oh shit, that's my hood.
L-Town, where the shell's found. Come close up on the nigga, you can smell crown.
Where you from?
Shout
Where you
out
from
to King.
west?
The Clan, North Avenue, pretty much all over.
Lockwood, Potomac, and Lockwood, crazy.
All that's where the four corner hustlers be.
Yes, sir.
I was born and raised Chicago on LeClaire. Grew up on North Avenue in LeClaire. Just all out through L-Town, all over, Yeah, but I'm repping L-Town out west all day long. You feel me?
So what's your passion for music, man? How you get into the whole hip hop field?
Well, the passion for music came from born and raised, growing up in church, and hearing that music in church and how organs and pianos, how they have such a melodic sound, always kind of send vibes through my body. And then it was just one day when I was a senior in high school, my English teacher told me I was a great writer, and so that always kind of stuck with me as I grew on through life. And so at the point I decided I wanted to be a hip hop artist, I was already a great writer, so writing songs and having people following you and proper grammar and punctuation and all of that and songwriting and speaking was just natural for me.
Okay.
So I was like, I might as well use this to my advantage, become a songwriter.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much public speaking. So there you go right there. It started right there, the love for music. A lot of people don't know that because on the street I have people write up you need God in your life, or is that gospel music? And they don't even really know where my passion for music come from. It's really the gospel side of my family. My mother taking me to revivals with her when I was 11 or 12, composing, arranging songs, all of that stuck with me. Okay. So a lot of people don't know that.
So it sounds like you've been doing this for a while. Exactly how long have you been doing it? Selling music and whatnot?
Oh man, please don't remind me. Too goddamn long without a deal, I'll tell you that much.
I know that's right.
Shit, I've been out there on the streets for about a sawbuck, a good little sawbuck out there grinding, to the point, where I've moved over 150,000 units hand to hand, and that's the streets know.
Okay.
I don't have to make that number up. The streets can vouch. I'm out there every day, all day, generating good paper. I'm moving units.
Okay.
Because until that moment comes, you don't want to just sit around and be an online rapper or anything like that. So I like interacting with my fans. I like them to see who I am. I like them to hear how I talk. So when they hear the music, they're like, oh, that was his personality from how he just presented his presentation to me.
Okay.
And I like being out there because I get a lot of love. There's nothing better than somebody banging your CD coming back and blowing, hitting the horn at you like, yeah, nigga, number 7, Joe.
Right.
Number 7. There's no better feeling than that in the world. Somebody
Right.
banging and coming back. So, and then on top of that, there's other perks. I get free weed, I get free drinks, free meals, and then 75% of the bitches I fuck, I meet them out there too. So that's an extra great perk.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that right there.
No, not at all.
So you said 150,000 units. Is that albums that you sold?
Yeah, I'm album. That's total albums. Like I have like 8 projects out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 8 projects that y'all can find on SoundCloud all over the internet. About 8 projects, and I think through all of those, I moved about 150,000.
Okay. So with that being said, what do you think some of the reasons you haven't went mainstream success, or especially in Chicago, you know, with getting so many units off?
I'm baffled, man. I could just tell you maybe I haven't saturated my music down and compromised it to make, you know, the new school, the new wave age music, even though I can adapt to that and make that. I don't really know if that's necessarily because I can do that. I just haven't had the opportunity to put my foot in the door. But I'm gonna tell you what DJ V-Dub told me. He told me, even though he was vouching for my music on Instagram, he loved it. He told me it was a popularity contest.
Okay.
And I'm like, nigga, you don't know how many people out here know me.
Right.
You seeing me every day.
Right.
And he gave me some lame brain excuse about this music director don't know who I am. But I'm like, as a DJ, you supposed to vouch for the artist and be like, this the new nigga right here.
Right.
Let's spin this joint that sound nice. And he told me some guy was about, he used Famous Dex as an example. Word up, Famous Dex. I bumped into him in the street.
Okay.
He was like, Famous Dex got like 300,000 Instagram followers or something.
Okay.
I was like, he ain't come in the game with that.
Right.
It wasn't until y'all played his music on the air, then people started tuning in to see what he was doing and who he is. That's how his followers grew.
Right.
But if he came in the game with 300,000 followers, he didn't even need a deal because he could have just sold music right off his Instagram.
Right.
So like, I don't know if this is political. I ran into Ferris, V-Dub. I can't get none of them niggas put my shit in their mix. None of them. But I hear they mixes they play on the radio. Music don't even be on the level mine is, but I can't get a break. So I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe I did something to somebody a long time ago, and God don't want to, you know, let me get a blessing or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay. All right, we have to take a little break. Catch game 2 of the finals.
Game 2. Let's go,
Game
LBJ.
2 of the finals. LeBron James crazy.
Let's go.
But
right there, kick. Right there. He finished up. Are they down? They down 7. Let's go, LB.
we're gonna see my boy pull through.
Man, you a little bit quiet back there.
So Neef, how come you think you haven't went mainstream success yet, especially as far as Chicago goes?
Courage to the 3. But I don't know, man. I actually been trying to figure that out myself. I've been trying to understand what's, you know, what I've been doing wrong. I see a lot of brothers that pass me up, good ones, bad ones, but much success. I wish all of them the best. But I'm like, I don't know. I just tried to stay an indie artist, so I got some type of control over my music. And I think for me, it's just all about a budget issue, you know. So I'm gonna have my PayPal, my GoFundMe down at the bottom link after this interview. If anybody want to help me get my budget up so y'all can really hear my music on a mass scale, I really appreciate it. But I think besides that, and like the DJs not really want to give me a shot, I mean, that's all I can say. So, but I'm going to still keep grinding because you don't really measure success by radio and Hollywood and fame on TV, because there's a lot of artists out here that do music that people will never hear about. That's independent artists who making $60,000, $70,000 a year doing shows, selling online music, because you got different outlets for people to sell music. Like, I'll make a good chunk of change off my music in the middle of the street now. If I could get some live shows or some mass scale sales and shit, I could really be doing decent. I wouldn't even have to ever be on the radio or I would like to do some acting though.
Do you think a lot of these artists got to where they was at by saturating or changing their music towards what they think is trending?
I think a lot of artists do that because everyone makes the same type of music, That's because everybody's afraid to be creative and like actually go off and do something that may be a little bit more heartfelt. And so, and I was telling you earlier, like everybody sounds the same. So that right there, like adds some type of substance to what I'm saying, like some backbone. Because every song I was in the car with my guy yesterday. He was playing some Latin music. They sound just like some black music. Had a trap beat with an 808 bass drum in that joint, but it was just like Latin music. I was like, man, that's just like it's just crossed over. Everybody does it. Trap beats, want to party, pop pills, drinking, all that shit is cool to party and do all that. But I just can't get with that every song that I hear. Like it's mind blowing to me. And so I'm not willing to compromise my music and make that shit.
Why should people like your music?
Because it's about me. It's not made up. It's authentic. When you hear it, and if you know me, you'll be like, yeah, that's Neef. That's his life. That's what he do. And you know, I try to keep my music like some type of truth to it. And that's pretty much it. Like, and besides the beats be banging, nice bass lines, all original beats, nice song structure, good strong hooks. I don't do a lot of the auto-tuning, but I try to mix in a little R&B, and that's just feedback I get from being out in the streets and hearing feedback. People want to hear R&B songs for the ladies when you're riding with your girlfriend, or women just like to hear R&B songs, especially if we got hip-hop to it. Like, everything has to be hardcore.
Absolutely. What upcoming projects do you have?
Well, I got my joint Postmortem coming out real soon, couple weeks, month. Better be out, my Postmortem joint. But yeah, that's really one of my best joints. I think I say it about every last one of my projects. So I'll let the fans and the listeners decide that though.
I mean, only keep getting better.
Yeah, that's right. Whatever you just said.
So you being from Chicago, you know, obviously it's been a severe increase in the murder rate. To the point that we recently, a couple years ago, inherited the name Chirac, hence more murders than the country of Chirac. So, what's your insight on that?
I don't like how they term and like have named us Chirac. I've never even really used that term myself. Like, I didn't even like the whole Spike Lee idea, him trying to exploit that shit in Chicago, because I'm like, this is not Iraq. I'm like, I don't care what people say. Even though we might have had more murders than them, I'm like, we don't have 6-year-olds walking around on the streets with fucking AK-47s, bro. Like, people just running all over the streets. Police can barely control them. Chaos, like no law and order. Like, imagine our streets, like the crime rates. Imagine if our streets like that, we had no police. This is not fucking Iraq. People have no clue. Like, so like, no. And then like, it's a bad stigma, because I was down in Miami Beach one day, told a little babe I was from Chicago. She ain't want to talk to me.
Damn.
Like, she's like, you from Chirac? I'm cool. Like, we might die talking to you or something like that. Shit not cool, man. And I'm like, people just like, people don't know how to, like, everybody like so edgy, so quick to kill somebody for something. People don't have respect for people's lives, man. And I ain't no whore ass nigga, I ain't no punk. I know how to, you know what I'm saying, I can defend myself. It's like, my first thing is not like violence, I want to kill somebody. I don't know where people get that idea from, just like, oh, I want to kill them. Like, do you think about what your life is going to be after you kill somebody? Like, you going to run, you go to prison, like something, but like, it's some aftermath to that. So I'm like, I don't understand why people just go and kill people like that, man. I understand some niggas do some grimy shit, and bitches, and it be worthy of, sometimes people might be willing to take a life, like something like you touch somebody's child, or you murder somebody's mama, I don't know what the reason is. Some shit I can almost understand, but I ain't really with it. But I can understand though. I'm just not with all the innocent people getting killed.
What do you think it'd take to resolve the murder rate, the violence?
Besides Messenger Neef becoming mayor in the city of Chicago, like, all I could do is just pray that we all come together, like, and just take our streets back. because like it's to the point where like when you don't really feel comfortable with your kids going outside playing in front of the house, and like that's just a crazy idea to me, man. Like, because I remember growing up, I couldn't leave off the front porch or in front of the house, so that was the only space I had to play in front of. So imagine if my kids had the same opportunity, like didn't even feel safe sitting on the porch because they had to worry about gunfight every day. And it's just like, go get whoever you trying to shoot or kill. Like, don't just spray randomly. That's my thing.
On a lighter note, who are some of your favorite artists who you think you would like to do some work with if you had the chance?
I like Gucci. I've always been told I was a Chicago Gucci man because I look like that nigga for some reason, but I've never really found him to be that attractive. you know, not as attractive as I am. But besides Gucci, I like Yo Gotti. I like them niggas because they sound and they'll come off like they some real hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? They get money and shit. I like the type of music they make. I like how they became like independent artists and really dictate all of their business moves. So like any niggas like that in the industry and making some good solid music, I'll fuck with them.
If you could date any celebrity, who would it be and why?
Man, all them bitches the same to me. You know, they look nice. They just like regular chicks. I'm like, I don't understand people so crazy about them. Like, I see who's some of the hottest babes in the game right now? It's like I see like 10 Beyoncés a day. I see like 13 Cardi B's. You should name just some hot chicks or something right now.
You got
all these
Rihanna.
model babe. Yeah, Rihanna, like she's super decent though.
Rihanna
She's
bad.
super decent. Yeah, she bad. She decent as hell. But it's like it's a babe in the hood that you can make like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you can take and groom and make like that.
Absolutely.
And have it become your own. And then, you know, and groom and become how you want it to be. I ain't saying like you gotta control her life or nothing, but I think y'all know what I'm saying though. And you know, I don't really care how much money a woman has. It's like, I just like so many women that look like that. You know what I'm saying? Who probably even have the same type of talents. I don't know, I guess it would be like a money thing why they date each other, some in the industry. Is that what it is? Like a class thing? Like what is
popularity?
It couldn't be like, right, is that what it is? You get some type of cool points?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you can meet them type of same babes anywhere.
Absolutely.
You can meet them anywhere, so. They don't really fascinate me because even though I'm not I've had the best of the best and the worst of the worst, you know. So
we in a big city, man. It's a lot of them.
right, we're in a real big city. It's a million chicks.
Definitely. Where can we find your music?
Well, you can always put my joint in on Apple and iTunes. But Apple and iTunes is the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Spotify, Pandora, SoundCloud, anything on there, you just put in, type in Messenger Neef. You can actually go to messengerneef.com, and for you non-spellers, that's MESSENGERNEEF.com. Like all of my albums on there. Keep up with my show dates, any videos, photos, it's any new news, anything. Actually, y'all can join my email club and get any newsletter, any updates, any new music coming out going on. So make sure y'all join my email club too.
Okay. You know, nowadays everybody's social media freaks. Everybody got a fucking Twitter, Instagram. So where can we catch you at on social media?
Man, everything is Messenger Neef.
Okay.
Like everything. Instagram, Messenger Neef. Twitter, Messenger Neef1. Facebook, Messenger Neef. Snapchat, Messenger Neef, all of that shit. Everything is Messenger Neef. It'll just pop up and type it in. Yeah.
Alright, bet. Alright, man. So, yeah, it's definitely been good talking to you. Like I say, this man is hard working. I've been waiting to get a chance to pick his brain and, you know, see where he was coming from. When I first pulled up on him, I could tell that he had a little different approach to him, you know. So take it easy out here in these streets, man. Keep working hard. We're gonna catch up with you.
Better don't appreciate the love, man.
Yes, sir.
Be good out there, man.